A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a shocking development, the Trump administration has taken a drastic step that affects more than 6,000 living immigrants, classifying them as deceased and effectively canceling their legally obtained Social Security numbers. This controversial move aims to wipe out their ability to work and receive essential benefits, pushing them towards self-deportation. According to sources familiar with the situation, this initiative is part of a broader crackdown on immigrants who were granted temporary status under the Biden administration. The implications of this decision are profound, as it will hinder these individuals' access to basic financial services, including banking and credit. By transferring their names to a database typically reserved for tracking deceased individuals, the administration is setting a precedent that raises serious ethical and legal questions. The Social Security number, a critical identifier for U.S. citizens and legal residents, is used for various official purposes, including employment and tax reporting. The decision to classify these immigrants as dead not only strips them of their identity but also isolates them from essential services that require a valid Social Security number. This action is particularly alarming given that many of those affected had previously entered the U.S. through programs established by the Biden administration, which allowed them temporary legal status. The Trump administration's strategy appears to be a calculated effort to pressure these immigrants to leave the United States voluntarily. By revoking their Social Security numbers, the government aims to create an environment that makes it exceedingly difficult for them to remain in the country. The move has been met with outrage from advocacy groups and legal experts, who argue that it constitutes a violation of due process and an abuse of power. The selection process for the 6,000-plus individuals targeted remains unclear, but it is believed that the administration is focusing on those who entered the U.S. under specific programs, including the CBP One app used by over 900,000 immigrants. Recent actions by the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, have already revoked legal status for many of these individuals, and the current classification as deceased is seen as a further escalation of the administration's immigration policies. In a related development, a federal judge intervened to halt the Trump administration's plans to deport hundreds of thousands of Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans with temporary legal status, indicating that there may be legal challenges ahead for the administration's tactics. The Social Security Administration has not commented on the classification of living immigrants as dead, raising concerns about transparency and accountability. Moreover, a new agreement between the DHS and the Treasury Department allows the Internal Revenue Service, IRS, to share tax data with Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, further intensifying the scrutiny on immigrants in the U.S. This collaboration aims to identify individuals deemed to be illegally present in the country, potentially leading to more deportations. The acting IRS commissioner recently resigned in light of this controversial agreement, which has drawn criticism from various quarters. Advocacy groups, such as Democracy Forward, have expressed their intent to challenge the administration's actions in court, citing violations of the law and a failure to uphold the principles of justice and fairness. As the situation unfolds, the implications of these policy changes will be far-reaching, affecting not only the targeted immigrants but also the broader landscape of immigration in the United States. The classification of living individuals as deceased raises fundamental questions about human rights and the treatment of immigrants in the country. As advocacy groups prepare to take legal action, the Trump administration's approach to immigration continues to draw scrutiny and criticism from various sectors of society. The coming weeks are likely to see increased tensions as the legal battles unfold, and the fate of those affected hangs in the balance. This situation serves as a stark reminder of the ongoing complexities and challenges surrounding immigration policy in the United States, as well as the human impact of these political decisions. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.